Hello, my name is Brian, and for this video, I'm going to go over a special toy company called FansToys. Now, they are a third-party company that makes Transformers in a masterpiece scale. Now, for this video, I am going to list the Autobot characters that they can make into these masterpiece scale figures. So without further ado, let's begin. Now first up we have Bumblebee. Now Bumblebee was one of the first bots we were introduced to in the original Transformers show, and is a fan favorite character throughout the community with its multiple appearances in various shows and movies. To get this character made would be really cool for fans to have from FansToys, and hopefully it will get made one of these days. Next up we have Wheeljack. Now Wheeljack was the very first bot we were actually met with in the Transformers show, getting the power rod things for the ship, the Ark, to take off, that they use to take off in and come to Earth. Wheeljack is known as the scientist of the group in the Autobot group. He known for making wacky inventions. Even in G1 he made the Dinobots that we all know and love. So that would be pretty cool to have him. Next up is Sunstreaker, the second of the Lambo twins, and they're already making Sideswipe, so I figured why not make Sunstreaker while we're at it. So Sunstreaker is known as the Autobot who, with vanity, basically he cares about his paint job and stuff and hates when it gets smudged or scratched. So having him around would be pretty nice. Next up we have Cosmos, the UFO Transformer. He's also known one of the mini bots, which are basically the smaller Transformers that are short, but so like Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. To have him around would be pretty cool with with his UFO design and all that. So I think this would be a nice addition to FansToys. Next up is one that has gotten popular very recently, Elita 1. Now, Elita 1 actually first appeared in the G1 Transformers, and it's actually known as Optimus Prime's girlfriend slash wife, or the conjunctinura as they call it in the Transformers universe, which is basically the love between two Transformers. So to have Elita would be really cool to see, as she was one of the first fembots in the series. So to have her around would be really cool. Next up is Rodimus Prime. Now they already have Hot Rod, but they don't have his Prime form where he gets the matrix of leadership and becomes Rodimus Prime, with the whole trailer, like the car that he becomes, and has this whole trailer thing. I don't know what you would call it exactly. Some kind of RV kind of like trailer. I don't know what it's called, but basically since this would be a big one to have, since we already have like other characters like Ultra Magnus, and they are making Optimus Prime, so this would make the most sense to have. Next up is Wheelie. Now Wheelie was introduced in Transformers the movie. He was the little bot that rode on top of Grimlock against the Sharkticons in that one scene in the movie. And he's also been around in the third season of Transformers, partnering up with Daniel Wickwicki. So, not much to say. I think some people do find him annoying because of his rhyming voice. Next up is Skylynx, who's known as the big splitter transformer. Skylynx is basically one of the more unique looking transformers with who, like I said, he's a splitter, which means he has two separate robot forms. Well, technically it's not really a robot, as he more like a beast form. As for his first half, which is a shuttle, he basically becomes like a bird, and the other half is like some kind of tiger beast thing, which when combined becomes some kind of 2-in-1 shuttle, where you can go on land and the skies and even in space. To have this character would be really cool, in my opinion, so I would love to see that. Next up would be the combiner Defensor with the Protectobots. The Protectobots are a group of Transformers specializing in search and rescue. There is the leader, Hotspot, who is the fire truck. There's also Streetwise, who I believe was I believe he was the police car. There's also Blades, who was the rescue helicopter. Grooves, who was the police bike. I think he was like a police motorcycle. And finally, what is First Aid, who is the ambulance. Now these 5 combine into the giant combiner known as Defensor, like I said earlier. And to see this character become made would be really, really cool, since they already have Superion and what's his name? Minosaur, and they're also making Devastator. So this combiner would be really cool. And last but not least is, well, this one is kind of a cheat since he technically wasn't in G1, but he's basically made from G1 style characters, that being Volcanicus from the Dinobot team. So we know the Dinobots: Grimlock, Slug. Well, he was originally called Slag, but they had to change that. Swoop, Snarl, and Sludge. This character first appeared in the Power of the Primes trilogy, I believe it was called. So basically, Grimlock and his teammates become a combiner unit in this show, which was really cool. That was really cool, with Volcanicus' giant sword, and I believe he had a shield in like the Cyberverse show. Yeah, he did. But to see this character get made would be really cool. Now I know we already have Dinobots from FansToys, but these are the separate ones. To be made into a unit that can combine into Volcanicus would be really awesome. So hopefully this happens. And that's the video. Hopefully these characters get made by FansToys one day. I would love to see other characters made in G1 style from FansToys. And who knows, maybe maybe FansToys will take inspiration from other Transformers media, like make Bulkhead from Transformers Prime and others. So until then, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and until then, see you next time. Peace.